Think winter survival is just about cranking up the thermostat? Think again. Because when the temperature plummets and the power grid gives out, that thermostat becomes nothing more than a useless decoration on your wall. And trust me, FEMA knows this better than anyone. That's why their emergency preparedness guidelines include a list of tools so simple, so affordable, most people overlook them entirely. Until it's 3 a.m., the power's been out for hours, and you can see your breath inside your own home. That's when reality hits, and it's not the storm that's the real danger. It's how unprepared most modern homes are to handle it. Here's the thing. We've grown dependent on power, apps, and conveniences that fail the moment the lights go out. But these 7 tools, they don't need electricity. They don't rely on Wi-Fi. They don't come with complicated instructions. They just work quietly, reliably. And when you need them most, the best part, you can grab all of them for under $100 before panic buying empties the shelves. In this video, I'll break down exactly what these tools are, how they work, and why they've been saving lives in blackouts for decades. By the end, you'll not only know what to get, you'll wonder why you didn't already have them. Let's dive in. Number 1. Pocket flask. Picture this. The power's out, the wind howls outside, and the cold has seeped into every corner of your home. You pull your coat tighter, but it's not enough. Your fingers are stiff, your breath fogs the air, and the chill feels like it's settling into your bones. In that moment, a pocket flask isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a survival tool. This small, unassuming item can be a game-changer when the temperature drops and the grid fails. A good pocket flask, made of stainless steel or copper, is designed to retain heat. Fill it with boiling water, strong tea or coffee, and it becomes a portable source of warmth. Slip it under your coat, press it against your chest or back, and let the heat radiate through your body. It's not just about the drink, it's about the comfort, the clarity, and the resolve it provides. The ritual of using a flask is just as important as the warmth it offers. Boil the water, pour it in, seal it tight, and take a sip when the cold feels unbearable. That simple act reminds you that you're prepared, that you've thought ahead. It's a small but powerful way to stay grounded when everything else feels uncertain. But not all flasks are created equal. Cheap, single-walled flasks lose heat quickly, leaving you with lukewarm liquid when you need it most. Invest in a double-walled, vacuum-insulated flask. It'll keep your drink hot for hours, even in freezing conditions. And don't forget to maintain it. Rinse it out, check the seal, and keep it ready to go. When the cold sets in, your body starts to shut down. Your joints stiffen, your mind slows, and decisions become harder to make. A pocket flask can help stave off those effects, keeping you alert and aware. It's not just a tool, it's a lifeline. So, as you prepare for winter, don't overlook this simple yet essential item. Keep it near your coat, ready to grab when the power goes out. Because when the nights hit freezing, that little flask could be the difference between comfort and crisis. Number 2. Fire steel rod. Imagine this. The lights are out, the temperature is dropping, and you're surrounded by darkness. You reach for a lighter, but it's out of fuel. Match, they're damp and useless. That's when you pull out your fire steel rod, a tool that doesn't just spark a flame, but reignites your hope. At first glance, it's just a small metal rod. But this unassuming tool is a survival powerhouse. Made from ferrocerium, a metal alloy that burns at over 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. A fire steel rod can create sparks hot enough to ignite almost anything. Dryer lint, cotton balls, bark, or even sawdust. And unlike lighters or matches, it works in any condition: rain, snow, wind. It doesn't matter. This tool is built to perform when everything else fails. Here's why it's essential. Fire isn't just a luxury in a blackout. It's survival. It's your warmth, your light, your way to cook food and boil water. It's what keeps frostbite at bay and predators at a distance. And when the grid is down, fire becomes your most reliable ally. A good fire steel rod can last for thousands of strikes. Some even up to 20,000. That's not just a number, it's peace of mind. It's knowing that no matter how long the power is out, you have a way to create warmth and light. But like any tool, it requires practice. Learn how to use it before you need it. Practice striking it to create sparks, and experiment with different types of tinder. The real danger in a blackout isn't just the cold, it's the false sense of security. Most people think they'll figure it out when the time comes. But when your hands are shaking from the cold and the wind is howling, a cheap lighter or soggy matches won't cut it. A fire steel rod, on the other hand, is reliable, durable, and ready to go. So add this tool to your winter kit. Keep it in your bag, your car, or your emergency stash. Because when the storm hits and the grid fails, that little rod could be the spark that saves your life. Number 3. Paracord bracelet. At first glance, it looks like a simple accessory. A braided band around your wrist, maybe even a fashion statement. But in a crisis, a paracord bracelet transforms into one of the most versatile survival tools you can own. Paracord, short for parachute cord, was originally designed for military use. It's lightweight, durable, and incredibly strong, capable of holding 500 to 700 pounds of weight. And when it's woven into a bracelet, it becomes a compact, portable solution for countless survival challenges. Unravel the bracelet, and you'll have 8 to 12 feet of high-tensile cord at your disposal. Need to build a shelter? Use the paracord to secure a tarp or branches. Need to fish? The inner threads of the cord can be pulled out and used as fishing line. Need to trap food? Set up a snare with the cord. But the uses don't stop there. Paracord can repair torn backpacks, replace broken shoelaces, or act as a makeshift clothesline. In a medical emergency, it can even serve as a tourniquet or sling. And some paracord bracelets come with extra features like a fire starter, a whistle, or a tiny compass, turning a simple band into a full-fledged survival kit. The beauty of a paracord bracelet is its adaptability. You won't know what you'll need until the moment arrives, but with this tool on your wrist, you'll be ready for almost anything. It's not just about having rope, it's about having the ability to adapt, to improvise, and to overcome. In a disaster, everything breaks. Tent poles snap, gear tears, and plans fall apart. But with a paracord bracelet, you have a tool that can help you rebuild, repair, and survive. It's not just a bracelet, it's a lifeline, a toolkit, and a symbol of preparedness. So the next time you see someone wearing a paracord bracelet, don't dismiss it as a fashion choice. Recognize it for what it is, a survival tool ready to step in when everything else fails. And if you don't already have one, now's the time to add it to your kit. Because when the nights hit freezing and the world feels like it's falling apart, that little bracelet could be the thing that holds it all together. Number 4. Vaseline pods. It's not flashy. It doesn't light up, beep, or scream survival gear. In fact, most people walk right past Vaseline pods in the store, thinking they're just for chapped lips. But when the power's out, the wind is howling, and the cold is creeping into your bones, these tiny pods might just be the MVP of your survival kit. Why? Because Vaseline isn't just petroleum jelly, it's a multi-purpose lifesaver. It's fuel, fire starter, insulator, and protector. All packed into a lightweight, portable pod. Let's start with fire. In freezing conditions, fire isn't just a comfort, it's life. But wet matches, dead lighters, and damp tinder won't do you any good. That's where Vaseline pods shine. Cotton balls coated in Vaseline and stored in waterproof pods ignite instantly and burn for several minutes, even in rain, snow, or wind. That's enough time to get a fire going, even with damp wood. But fire isn't the only thing these pods are good for. In cold weather, your skin becomes your first line of defense, and it's under constant attack. Dry, cracked skin isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. Cracks can lead to infections, and exposed skin loses heat faster than you realized. A dab of Vaseline on your hands, lips, or cheeks creates a barrier against the elements, sealing in moisture and keeping out bacteria. It can even help prevent frostbite and windburn. And the uses don't stop there. Got blisters from hiking? Rub a little Vaseline on the sore spot to reduce friction. Need to waterproof a matchbox, shoelace tips, or even a knife blade? Vaseline's got you covered. In a pinch, you can even mix it with a bit of wood ash to create a basic antiseptic rub. The beauty of Vaseline pods is their simplicity. They don't need batteries, charging, or special skills to use. They're just there, quietly waiting for the moment you need them most. And while others might overlook them, you'll know better. You'll know that this tiny, unassuming pod can mean the difference between comfort and crisis. So as you prepare for winter, don't underestimate the power of Vaseline pods. They're small, cheap, and endlessly useful. And when the storm hits, you'll be glad you packed them. Number 5. Alpine bandage. Out in the freezing cold, things don't go wrong with a bang. they go wrong quietly. A slip on the ice, a twisted ankle, or a cut from frozen metal can turn a bad situation into a dangerous one. And when there's no ER, no rescue team, and no quick fix, the Alpine bandage becomes your best friend. This isn't your average drugstore bandage. The Alpine bandage is designed for extreme conditions. Harsh alpine rescues, cold weather expeditions, and survival scenarios where failure isn't an option. It's tough, stretchable, and self-adhering, meaning you don't need scissors, tape, or even a second pair of hands to use it. Just pull, wrap, press, and it holds on skin, over clothing, even through snow and sweat. Twist your knee? The bandage provides compression to reduce swelling. Deep cut? It seals and protects the wound. Dislocated joint? It stabilizes. Need to secure a makeshift splint from tree branches or broken poles? The Alpine bandage adapts in seconds. But its uses go beyond injuries. In cold weather, it becomes a utility tool. Wind cutting through your gloves, wrap the bandage around your cuffs for an instant seal. Boots rubbing your heels raw, wrap it over the sore spot to prevent blisters. Need a better grip on a frozen flashlight or shovel handle? Wrap it. Got a tear in your jacket or tent? The bandage can temporarily patch it up. The real danger in freezing conditions is how quickly small problems escalate. A minor sprain can turn into a crawl. A small cut can lead to infection. A blister can leave you limping and stranded. The Alpine bandage helps you stay mobile, in control, and alive. Unlike bulky first aid kits filled with tools you'll never use, the Alpine bandage is compact, lightweight, and endlessly versatile. It sits quietly in your pocket or pack, waiting for the moment you need it most. And when that moment comes, you'll be glad you have it. So if you're building a winter survival kit, don't overlook this simple yet powerful tool. The Alpine bandage isn't just for emergencies. It's for staying prepared, staying mobile, and staying alive. And when the storm hits, you'll be the one wrapping, adapting, and surviving. Number 6. Pocket saw. When the snow falls, the power goes out, and the temperature plummets, survival isn't just about staying indoors, it's about staying prepared. And one of the most critical things you'll need: wood. For fire, for shelter, for survival. But unless you're planning to haul logs with your bare hands or swing a heavy axe in freezing winds, you'll need something smarter. Enter the pocket saw. A compact, lightweight tool that punches far above its weight. This isn't just a camping gadget. It's a survival essential. The pocket saw is a razor-sharp, chain-style tool designed to cut through branches, limbs, and even small trunks with ease. It's small enough to fit in your pocket, but powerful enough to handle the toughest jobs. Loop it over a branch, grab the handles, and pull back and forth, back and forth. Within seconds, you'll find your rhythm. In under a minute, you'll have firewood, shelter material, or whatever else you need to adapt to the situation. What makes the pocket saw so effective is its versatility. Unlike traditional saws that can freeze, dull, or get stuck, the pocket saw is flexible. It bends and wraps, allowing you to cut at awkward angles or in tight spaces. Whether you're kneeling in the snow or working in a collapsed structure, this tool gets the job done. And it does so silently. No roaring chainsaw, no echoing axe, just the quiet efficiency of a tool built for survival. But wood isn't just for fire. In a blackout, it becomes a multi-purpose resource. You can use it to block broken windows, reinforce doors, build barriers, or even craft snowshoes or sleds, if you need to move on foot. The pocket saw gives you the ability to process wood quickly and efficiently, no matter the conditions. When the cold bites and time is running out, you won't care about fancy power tools that rely on electricity. You'll care about what works. And the pocket saw, it always works. It's lightweight, portable, and ready to perform when you need it most. So the next time you're packing your winter survival kit, make room for this unassuming tool. Because when the storm hits, it won't just be a saw. It'll be your lifeline. Number 7. Storm matches. In the dead of winter, when the power's out and the darkness feels endless, light isn't just a convenience, it's hope. And when you're battling freezing winds, sleet, and snow, you need more than a regular match. You need a storm match. A tiny, unyielding flame that refuses to die, no matter the conditions. Storm matches are nothing like the flimsy matches you find in a standard box. Those fail when you need them most, ruined by water, snuffed out by wind, or too fragile to handle the cold. Storm matches, on the other hand, are built for survival. They're waterproof, windproof, and designed to burn hot and long, even in the harshest environments. Picture this: the wind is howling, snow is blowing sideways, and your hands are shaking from the cold. You've gathered some dry sticks and tinder, but your lighter won't spark, and your regular matches are useless. That's when you pull out a storm match. One strike, and you've got a flame strong, steady, and hot enough to ignite even damp wood. It's not just a spark, it's a lifeline. What makes storm matches so reliable is their design. The match heads are coated with a thick waterproof layer that keeps moisture out even in rain or sleet. The strike surface is built for friction, so it works even when your hands are wet or numb. And the matches themselves are longer than standard ones, giving you more time to light your fire without burning your fingers. But storm matches aren't just for starting fire. They can light emergency candles, ignite cooking fuel, and even serve as a morale booster when the darkness feels overwhelming. In a survival situation, every moment counts, and having a reliable source of light can make all the difference. The invisible danger of a blackout isn't just the cold, it's the darkness. It's the loss of visibility, the creeping sense of isolation, and the mistakes that happen when you can't see what you're doing. Storm matches cut through that darkness, giving you the light you need to stay safe, warm, and in control. So as you prepare for winter, don't underestimate the power of a tiny flame. Storm matches may seem small, but their impact is enormous. They're a shield against the cold, the dark, and the chaos of a blackout. And when the storm hits, you'll be glad you packed them. Number 8. Emergency Mylar blanket. When the temperature drops and the power's out, staying warm isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. That's where the emergency Mylar blanket comes in. It's lightweight, compact, and deceptively simple, but don't let its size fool you. This shiny, crinkly sheet could be the difference between staying warm and succumbing to cold. Made from a thin layer of heat-reflective material, Mylar blankets are designed to trap and reflect up to 90% of your body heat back to you. Think of it as a portable cocoon of warmth. Whether you're huddled in a freezing room, stuck in your car during a snowstorm, or caught outdoors, this blanket creates a barrier between you and the cold. But its uses go beyond just keeping you warm. Mylar blankets are waterproof and windproof, making them an excellent shield against rain, snow, or icy winds. Need to block a draft from a broken window? Tape the blanket over it. Need to create a makeshift shelter? Drape it over a frame of branches or poles. You can even use it as a ground cover to keep moisture and cold from seeping into your sleeping bag. And here's a bonus. The reflective surface can double as a signal for rescuers. In daylight, it can catch the sun and flash a bright, visible signal. At night, it can reflect light from a flashlight or fire, making you easier to spot. The best part? Mylar blankets are incredibly affordable and take up almost no space in your kit. Toss a few into your bag, your car, or your emergency stash. Because when the cold creeps in and the power's out, this little sheet of reflective material could be your best defense against the elements. Number 9. Hand crank flashlight. When the lights go out, the darkness can feel overwhelming. And while candles and storm matches are great, they don't provide the focused, portable light you need to navigate safely. That's where the hand crank flashlight comes in. A tool that doesn't rely on batteries, electricity, or anything other than your own effort. Unlike traditional flashlights that leave you stranded when the batteries die, a hand crank flashlight is powered by you. Just a few minutes of cranking can generate enough energy to light your way for hours. It's simple, reliable, and endlessly reusable. Exactly what you need in a blackout or emergency. But the benefits don't stop there. Many hand crank flashlights come with additional features, like built-in radios to stay updated on weather alerts, USB ports to charge your phone, or even emergency sirens to signal for help. Some models even include solar panels, giving you another way to recharge during the day. The beauty of a hand crank flashlight is its independence. It doesn't care if the grid is down, if your batteries are dead, or if you forgot to charge it. As long as you have the strength to turn the crank, you'll have light. And in a survival situation, light is more than just a convenience. It's safety. It's the ability to see hazards, find supplies, and signal for help. It's the reassurance that you're not completely in the dark, literally and figuratively. So, if you're building a winter survival kit, make sure to include a hand crank flashlight. It's a small investment that pays off big when the power goes out and the night feels endless. Number 10. Collapsible water container. When we think about winter survival, we often focus on staying warm, but there's another critical element that's just as important: water. In a blackout, your access to clean, drinkable water can quickly become limited. Pipes can freeze, water supplies can be contaminated, and stores can run out of bottled water in a panic. That's why a collapsible water container is a must-have. These containers are lightweight, portable, and designed to hold large amounts of water, often up to 5 gallons or more. When empty, they fold down flat, taking up almost no space in your kit. But when you need them, they expand to provide a reliable way to store and transport water. The real genius of a collapsible water container is its versatility. Fill it up before a storm hits, and you'll have a backup supply of clean water for drinking, cooking, or cleaning. If you're forced to leave your home, it's easy to carry with you. And if you need to collect water from a natural source, the container makes it simple to transport it back to your shelter. But don't stop at just storing water. Pair your container with a portable water filter or purification tablets to ensure that any water you collect is safe to drink. In a survival situation, clean water isn't just a luxury, it's life. So while others are scrambling to find bottled water at the last minute, you'll be prepared. A collapsible water container is one of those tools that seems simple, but becomes invaluable when the unexpected happens. Add it to your kit, and you'll be ready to face whatever winter throws your way.